Hello, grade 8 parents and guardians. Welcome to week 8 of distance learning. So this marks 2 months of distance learning and of distance learning lessons. So congratulations. I know this has not been an easy couple of months for anyone, and especially with juggling everything in normal life and then on top of helping kids at home. So I really appreciate the help that you're doing, everything you're doing at home. This week when students go on to Google Classroom and go over to classwork, they'll see that we have 2 lessons in French this week. So even numbered weeks are always double French lessons. They'll find the playlist for with all of the oral instructions. And then they'll see lesson 1, lesson 2. Lesson 1, we look at some poetry and some poetic devices. So we look at simile, metaphor, and personification in grade 8. So just 3 devices. I'm sure students have seen others other years or in their English class. They have 2 tasks this week. The first one is a Google form that's just very straightforward. It's got a couple sentences that ask them to select which of those stylistic devices it is. So is it a personification, a metaphor, or a simile? And it's really just for them to check their understanding and make sure that they really understand those concepts before they do the final task, which is some questions based on some actual poems, and then looking at some imagery as well in some poems. So they'll have a document to fill out, which is a Google form as well. So they should only proceed to the final task if they did well on the first one and then have asked any questions they needed to based on the first Google form there. So 2 Google forms for lesson 1. And then lesson 2, students will still be looking at poetry, but through a grammar focus. So we'll be reviewing all of the grammar we've done all year. So there's 8 key concepts for grammar in grade 8, so we're going to be reviewing them all, and then giving examples of those within poetry, which includes songs. And then students will have the task of writing a few poems. They'll probably have to write 2 or 3 poems in order to accomplish the task, and they have to include 4 of the concepts in their poems. And within there's links to songs that use grammar concepts that are some really great French artists. So I would recommend that students do take the time to listen to the songs that are included in the presentation and maybe add those artists to their music playlists, wherever that may be, on Spotify or on YouTube. Happy learning, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions.